Will the Bengals take down the Chiefs and win the AFC North for the first time since 2015? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals Talk, and that is the question. But before we talk football, I just want to say Happy New Year to you and yours. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and allbengals.com and the Locked On Bengals podcast. It's been such a fun year, my first full season, calendar year, I should say, covering the Bengals again and covering them for Sports Illustrated. It's been so much fun. And this channel has grown a ton. We love each and every one of you. And it's been a lot of fun. So thank you. And yes, even those that are negative in the comments, doesn't hurt me. I'm not soft like Bart Scott. But with that being said, Happy New Year. I hope it's a great one. I hope your drinks are cold and the food tastes amazing with whatever you do. But make sure you're safe. Make sure you're not doing anything too insane. And hopefully we can all celebrate the Big C, the Bearcats winning. The helmet is there for those that were. The helmet is back. Sorry for moving it. It is back alongside Will Smith. So hopefully the Bearcats can get it done later today in the Cotton Bowl. Let's dive into this game. The bigger game for this channel, certainly for Bengals fans out there. To me, it's going to come down to the offense. And is this offense capable of not turning it over and going blow for blow let's use the boxing analogy, right? With the heavyweight champion. Back-to-back AFC champions. They're rolling. The Chiefs have won 8 straight. Patrick Mahomes certainly wears the belt. I know Aaron Rodgers' celebration is what Aaron Rodgers' celebration is, but Patrick Mahomes is that dude. I mean, that dude can throw it in ways that we just haven't seen. The way he moves, the way he's able to throw off platform and get it to his skill players, whether it's Tyreek Hill, whether it's Travis Kelce. And we have comments from Lou Anarumo and others that we've played on past videos this week that you need to check out to get you ready for Sunday's game. But that's what it's going to come down to. And it's a great test because if Zach Taylor is that dude and Joe Burrow is that dude and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and I look at the Bengals offense and I'm like, okay, the Chiefs have the offensive line advantage. They have the quarterback advantage. Sorry, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's better than Joe Burrow as of right now. But the Bengals, that's right, the Bengals have better weapons. They have Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and a dude named Pringle, who I'm not trying to be disrespectful to. Byron Pringle, he's a good player. But let's be honest here. The Bengals are trotting out a big 3 at receiver. Tyler Boyd, who could top the 1,000-yard mark with 208 yards over the next 2 games, which is plausible, especially if the Bengals offense performs the way they should this week. Jamar Chase, who's one of 3 receivers in the NFL right now with 1,000-plus yards and 10 touchdowns. And T. Higgins, who's balling out right now. Oh, and there's Joe Mixon, right? And CJ Uzomah is certainly an X factor in this one too. So to me, can the offense do enough? The magic number most weeks is 30. I think the magic number this week is 40. I think they're going to have to find a way to get to 40 points. They're going to have to be aggressive. That doesn't mean settle for field goals, by the way. They should not settle for field goals, or they should not pass on field goals all the time. There are times when you need to settle for field goals because settling is still points. And Brandon Staley cost himself a few weeks ago when he went for it time and time again. I get it. You want to go for it sometimes in the analytics part of it. There are also times when you need the points, and you just need to put points on the board. And I understand the logic. Settling for field goals isn't going to beat the Chiefs. Or that's playing not to lose. No. Points help you win the game. And so if it's 4th and 5, I'm probably not going for it unless the game's on the line or, there's a reason for it. In every situation is different. If it's 4th and inches, maybe. It just depends. It depends on the situation, and the feel of it is more important to me than the numbers. So will Zach Taylor be aggressive, push the ball down the field? The Chiefs secondary will give up big plays down the field. This defense has done that this year. And if they can do that and put together some sustained drives along with a couple explosive plays, I think they can hang with the Chiefs. Now on defense, it's tough. Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football for my money, and they played George Kittle a few weeks ago, and we saw what he could do. But to me, Travis Kelce, the way he explodes off the line of scrimmage, his route running, his explosiveness. I mean, he can just single-handedly crush opponents, and the Bengals have struggled against tight ends. So what I'm really curious about is how Lou Anarumo is going to guard Travis Kelce. They have Trey Waynes. He didn't play a lot of snaps last week. Do you use him more on a Tyreek Hill or on one of these other Chiefs receivers and get him in the game and play more corners? He's a good tackling cornerback. He's a couple weeks now removed and has played multiple games now past that hamstring injury. So he should be back to 100% and feeling good and have his wind under him and everything like that. And then maybe you put a Awuzie on Kelce at times. I mean, there are different ways to do it, but to me, the X factor on defense, as wild as it sounds, everyone knows about Logan Wilson if he plays, and I expect him to. Everyone knows about DJ Reader and how Jesse Bates can impact the game, and Von Bell. And I think it's Trey Waynes because he gives them another cornerback to use against a amazing tight end, against a speedy wide receiver in Tyreek Hill that Waynes has gone up against, so he knows what it's like. And so, yeah, Eli Apple probably going to get the start. But creatively using a Trey Waynes and a Trey Flowers and that depth at cornerback, I think could help decide this game. Because Logan Wilson back, I know everyone was like, oh, how are they going to guard Travis Kelce with Jermaine Pratt out? And I don't expect Pratt to play. Maybe he does get off the COVID-19 reserve list. I don't expect it. To me, none of those guys can cover Kelce. I need to put a corner on him, but you can't put a guy like Mike Hilton on him because of the size disadvantage. And everybody's going to be giving up some size to Kelce. And that doesn't mean Hilton won't be matched up on him at least a little bit here and there. But, man, they need another corner that can run, that is going to be able to make up ground and make a play or two and make tackles in open space. And I think Trey Waynes could potentially be that guy. But it goes without saying, you're going to have to pressure Mahomes. You're going to have to get pressure with 4. You can't blitz him. Not many teams have blitzed him this year. And so this is a Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, man, you guys better eat game. This is a Larry Ogunjobi, DJ Reader, go into Sunday's game hungry. And, if they can get some pressure on Mahomes, they have a shot to slow him down a little bit. But I'm not banking on that at all. 0. I'm not banking on it at all. It is strictly offense. Will this offense play at a high level? Can maybe a special teams player or two make all the difference? It's certainly possible. And especially if Evan McPherson, he's one field goal away from tying the NFL record for 50-plus yard field goals. He leads the NFL right now. Maybe he does it this Sunday against Harrison Butker, who's a really, really good kicker as well. That being said, I'm going to give you my prediction in just a second. But whether you're leaning Chiefs, whether you're leaning Bengals, mybookie.ag is the place to bet. And right now, you're going to get a 100% welcome bonus. It's free money. All you got to do is use promo code BengalsTalk. It's that simple. And mybookie.ag, that deposit match, you deposit $50, $60, $100, $1,000, up to $1,000. They're going to match that first deposit. All you have to do, mybookie.ag, promo code BengalsTalk. Take advantage of the free money. You can wager it on Joe Burrow being comeback player of the year. You can wager on Jamar Chase being offensive rookie of the year. You can wager on the NBA, UFC. It isn't just NFL. The bowl games. Maybe you like the Bearcats. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think Alabama's going to kick their tail. You can wager on that too. All in one spot. mybookie.ag. Go there now. Make sure you use promo code BengalsTalk to get a 100% deposit match. And look, I'm 8-7 on the year now. 8-7. I've found my way back to above 500. And let's just say I hope I'm wrong, but I'm leaning Chiefs in this one. This game reminds me a lot of, and I said this on Locked On Bengals, November 20th, 2005, when Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark, and the Indianapolis Colts strolled in to Paul Brown Stadium against Chad Johnson, Carson Palmer, TJ Hushmanzada, Rudy Johnson, Chris Perry, and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals, offensively, they hung in there for about 2.5 quarters. And then the game slowed down, and they couldn't do enough offensively. They lose. They cut it to a one-possession game late in the game, but they lose 45-37. I think this is a similar game where Joe Burrow's ready for it. The Bengals offense, skill-wise, is ready for it. We'll see about the coaching staff. I think they could be ready for it. And to me, it's going to come down to pass protection. Can this offensive line do enough? Can they hold up? And will Zach Taylor dial up the right things at the right time? And if they do those two things, I think they have a shot. But I'm leaning Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chiefs 41-34 in a fun game where the Bengals play really well, but they're going to have to wait at least a week to clinch the AFC North. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Happy New Year. For Andrew Foxmiller, I'm James Rapien. Check out all of our videos this week. We will be back on Sunday morning for our game day report. Until then, James Rapien signing off. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.